अंतर्ज्योतिर्बहिर्ज्योति प्रत्यग्ज्योति परात्परा ज्योतिर्ज्योति स्वयं ज्योति आत्मज्योति शिवोऽस्म्यहम्। Jai Durga, Command Mother. Okay, what has Vasishtha to say today? Tadnyasya jivita nadi sakallolapya sambrama samam vahati saumyaiva chitra samsteva nirasa. The stream of the life of a wise man is ever flowing onward with the undulations of events without over its banks or breaking its bounds, and resembles a river drawn in a picture which is flowing without the current of its waters. Tadnyasya, of the person who knows the Supreme or the Self. Jivita Nadi, the river of his life. Sakallolapi, it also has got its waves and rapids. In spite of it, asambrama, it is still calm, you see, it doesn't disturb him. Samam vahati, it still goes peaceful. Saumyaiva, peacefully. Chitra samsteva, just as the river that is written or painted on a picture. Nirasa, without making much problem. Yes. Everyone has to live this life and have to have their problems, but the wise man is quite happy, is quite calm. You know, just like we know those guys, the rapids when they take, you must have taken some rafting, you know, on the rapids. Those who really know, you know, the guy who is the helmsman, those guys are so good, and you see this. Once we were there somewhere, I don't know where we were, and this was just near a dam, somewhere upstate in New York, I think. And then when in the rainy season or something, in the morning at one time he would release the water from the dam, yes. And then the stream is really filled with rapids, it's overflowing. So that is the time we go and take it. So we also went with a group and we take it. We were happy, of course, we were in the boat. But the guy who has to control us, he fell off the boat, you see. But that did not, but he came just within 2 minutes swimming and got on the boat. We thought we were great. No, we were not great. That guy was great. Though he fell in the water, he could come and catch up with us and got on the boat, and again he took us further. Asam Brahma. He doesn't get disturbed. If I had fallen in water, don't talk about disturbance. I'll be crying for God for mercy. Oh Allah, please take care of me. Yeah. That is how the wise man is. Yes. He wants us to be like that. Maybe I have to tell my song. I thought I will say it in the end, but now I have to say it in the very beginning because of this chant. So he's trying to say is like those of you who have heard this song. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. That is Vasishtha's thought, you see. To get it, we are reading all these books and trying to meditate. Yes. We are really on the final chant of Dakshinamurti. Yes. Bhurambham senalo nilombaramahar natho himam shufpuman Itya bhati chara charatmakamidam yasyaiva murtyastakam nanyat kinchana vidyate vimrishatam yasmat parasmad vibho tasmai shri gurumurtaye namayidam Shri Dakshinamurtaye. I like this chant because you can practice this. You know, when we talk of great philosophies, you just listen and you forget about it. It looks like you cannot do anything with it. It looks like that, you see, though it is not like that. But this one is very practical if somebody puts a mind to it. Because what happens is this, we presume that all of you are crazy for God. Or else these things, when we are speaking, it doesn't work. Suppose normal people you talk, all this is useless, it doesn't make a sense. But if any one of us, by mistake or by God's grace, we are crazy for it, we are crazy for the spiritual truths, then these things do work, what we say, you see, because finally you have to make the effort. So he gives very good thoughts to practice, to live it. He tries to tell, of course he is an Indian, so he is speaking in the Indian language, you see. Bhu rambham sanalo nilombhara. He is telling of the 5 elements which you all know because you have read so many books. Earth, water, fire, air, and ether or space. These are the 5 elements, you see. We consider space also as an element, you see, because our theory of creation is when God started creating, first thing He made was space. And I thought, what a brilliant idea of the sages. Because normally we think He created means, oh, did He make the tree first or the flower first? Or what did He make? You think of things. But the Rishi did not think of it. He said He made space, because there was not even space. Space is part of creation. Yes. Once the space is manifested, then God could do the other jobs, you see, trees, mountains, people, beasts, lions, tigers, mountains, whatever He wanted to make, Arctics, Antarctics, He could make it. Yes. So here He says the 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air and space. And then He says, Aharnata. Aharnata means the Lord of the day. He says, who is the king of the day? It is not you or I. He says, you look at the sun, that is the king of the day. Yes. Because without him there is no, day doesn't start. Yes. Not because you get up, the day starts, no. Because he gets up, you are made to get up. It is too much light. Aharnataha. He is the dinamani, the crest jewel of the day. Now it is, here it is easy to see. In other places I don't know how it is. In a mountainous place, it is so beautiful to see the sun rise. That is the best part, just as it comes out, just above the sun. I have never seen a diamond cutter better than that, you see. That diamond, when it comes, and then the sparkle that just spills out. It's unbelievable, that split second. Yeah, within a second, it's gone. He's up there, yes. Dinamani, he is said to be the jewel of the day. That's another name for sun, yes. Aharnataha. Then we don't want the other person to feel bad. So Himamshu, the moon, the queen of the night. Yeah. That is what a glory, a full moon night when we see. Or it doesn't have to be full moon. Like this morning, did any one of you see the moon? Yeah, tomorrow you see, because tomorrow also you will be able to see him in the morning when you get up. It is that crescent moon when it comes, it is better than full moon, especially over these mountains when it comes. That is what made these Indians put for Shiva and others the crescent moon on their head, you see, because it looks so pretty. So the queen of the night, Himamshu. And Puman. Puman means, he says, all these beings, all of us. What are all these things? He says, you are seeing all these things, in this way, Abhati shines or presents itself, or the Characharatmakam. Characharatmaka means the moving and unmoving parts of this creation, you see. He says, how to divide this creation? He says, this is very simple. Some things move, some things don't move. I cannot describe the world better, he says. Now, suppose somebody said, tell me about this universe in 2 words. Moving, unmoving. Finished. The talk is finished, all of us are happy, we will walk away. Characharatmaka, madam, this universe of moving beings and unmoving things. Yasyaiva murtyastakam. of whose indeed murti, image, eightfold. He was talking, these are 8 things, you see. 5 elements, sun, the moon, and people or animals, all that's living. These are the 8. These are the 8 idols, images of whose image is all these things here. Because he says, you see these things and think they are existing by themselves. No, they are somebody else's image. Now, just like when you stand in front of a mirror, you see, because you are standing, you think it's your image. And this universe is the image of this being, whoever made this is, whoever is responsible for it. And it presents itself in these 8 forms. And he is very particular about this image because we in India, of course, everyone is used to going to temples, churches, synagogues, mosques, all these places, which are considered to be the places of God, you see. But actually, it makes me think of something else, like Genghis Khan, the famous Mongolian emperor, you see. And he would go, when he would raid the places, and when he goes to some place and he conquers the place, they say, we will go to the temple of God. You see, there's a big church. He says, what? Can you encase God? He says, no, I'm not going to the same temple, because we thought he was a Mongolian guy and very cruel and all these things. Though that image has changed recently due to the new books and new research they did about him, that he was a great emperor and nice guy. He used to always call this, you see, he used to worship, he used to call it the great sky. Even before he would do this fighting, when he wants to invade, he would retire for a week or 2 or even for a month. He would get away into the forest, you see. He would contemplate, and then only he would pursue his invasion. Yes. And he would always call this as the great sky. But this great sky is present in these 8-fold images. Like we go to a temple, we see the images, you see, the idols. This is what the other people always criticize. Indians, what is this? They are worshipping these stones and pictures and made up of wood or whatever it could be, you see. They may not even be pretty. Doesn't matter. It may not have the nose. Who cares? Our images, we just need an image, something, you see, with a form. And when an Indian, when he goes, he doesn't, if you have watched them, we don't spend much time in a temple. We just go, matha tekna, you just salute, maybe go around the murti, this idol, if there is space, and out, done. Man, we are better, we sit for hours meditating. This guy just goes, good morning, out. Because ours was darshan, he wanted to see. He saw God. When he saw the idol, that idol he thinks of some divinity, depending upon what he is worshipping. If he is worshipping Shiva, he will see that lingam and he thinks he has seen Shiva. Out. And then somebody likes Vishnu, so you go to and see Balaji, he's very nicely decorated with all sorts of jewels. You ladies must be so jealous of the Indian gods. I have never seen any of you decked like our Indian gods. Man, you won't see even his face. Sometimes, you go there, you can never see the god. You see only gold and jewels and diamonds and necklaces, bracelets, and man. If you don't know what to do, you should go and see the gods. They will give you the ideas. How to put the jewels in. So, the Vishnu, he will go there and they will see the jewels and he is happy. He has seen the god well dressed. Out. He will go away. And then you go and see some other god or goddess, mother you want to see. You go there and see her. She's dressed in a nice silk saree and very nice. Jai Durga, and then you walk away. Darshan, you just see. And they feel happy they saw the God. This is the Murti, you see. Why he's trying to tell that is to all of us, and those who have the experience, get back to that thinking. You get back to that thinking if you want to see God. These are God's idols. You see the mountain, don't say it is a mountain. This is where you have been making a mistake. You have become like some other person who has just come the West and doesn't know anything about Indian culture. Yes. And when he sees the idol and somebody bending their head, I haven't seen a more stupid guy than this fellow. You see. And that stupid guy is very happy he has seen God, you see. He just does namaskar and he walks away. He says, when you see this mountain, don't try to be stupid like the Westerner or somebody else. See God. This is not the mountain. This is the image of this great sky, of this supreme being, you see, of this most formless thing that you are boasting about. This is the form of that same being, yes, which you thought to be formless. This is the idol, yes. Salute it. Earth, because this is the boohoo. So whenever you see any place of earth, even the ground that you trod, don't say, where is God? He says, this is the form of God, you see. Ambhamsi, you see the river flowing. When you see this like Ganga, flowing, or any river, Amazon, Mississippi, Nile, what are the European rivers? Huh? Okay, say it loudly. Danube, yeah, German. So when you see those rivers, or even, of course, this is the first stage. If this we can do, it's great, you see. When you see the river flowing, or when you see the lakes or the ocean, don't stand on that beach and ask, where is God? This is God, you see. It is God himself that is flowing as the river is. This is the image of God. This is the idol. It takes a form, you see. Bhurambhamsi. Analo, Nilo, Analaha, fire. You see some fire, forest fire, or just a candle flame, or it could be the burner in the stove, in the kitchen. Don't say, where is God? This is God. This is the image of God. Anila, when the wind is blowing, of course, summer you may feel it good, but now when the wind blows, we think, oh my God, it is very chilly. Don't ask, where is God? He says it is God Himself that is blowing through that air. When you see that great sky, of course today you see the clouds, but if there are no clouds, just looks like a blank space. There is nothing. Yeah. When you look at that space which looks like a nothing, don't ask, where is God? This is God, you see, Ambara. When you see the sun shining, don't ask, where is God? You see, I don't see God. No, this is God's manifestation. God Himself is shining as the sun. And when you think it is night, shall I miss God? He says, no. When you see the moon, don't ask, where is God? This is God. This is God manifesting Himself. Oh man, I never stir out of the room. I meet only people. You are very blessed. All these people, when you see them, don't ask, where is God? This is God. These are God's manifestations. Till I can recognize you people as God, you won't become God. This is the secret. We think I would become a Buddha and disappear. No, you won't become a Buddha and disappear. You become everybody, you see. Yeah, nirvana is not an extinction, literally. You become the whole universe. You become one with all the beings. When you see the living beings, we always think, oh my God, He again came. Yeah, He came. It is God alone that came, you see. So He says, don't ask, where is God? This is all God, you see. Murtyastakam. This is what one has to practice. You see. It's a very practical God realization, what we speak. Nanyat kinchana vidyate vimrishatam yasmat parasmad vibo. Nanyat kinchana vidyate vimrishatam. He says, for those who have a brain to think and a heart to feel and to appreciate. Nanyat kinchana vidyate. He says, in this universe, there is nothing but the Supreme Being. Yasmat parasmad vibho. Other than this all-pervading Supreme Being, there is nothing in this universe. And to understand or appreciate that being, if any one of you have read the book or of Dr. Raymond Moody's near-death experience, because in that those people who pass away due to cardiac arrest and they come back to life, what they see, most of them, is when they go through the tunnel, in the end they meet this golden light. And this golden light they all describe as absolute love, and bliss. They are so happy when they see it. They have never experienced like that all through their life, you see, with any lovers or anybody, you see. It's an unbelievable happiness and beauty. It is because you should know this is the image of that grandeur. It is not completely manifesting because I thought you can never handle it. Yeah, just like you see the sun too much, you will become blind. Even so, if you see this bliss, you won't live because there is nothing comparable to it, you see. So it just presents itself in little volumes, you see. It becomes limited. It becomes finite. So what we can handle, it gives. Just like you take a little pot and go to the Ganges and collect the water. The whole Ganges won't come, yes, because then Premanand won't allow you people to come into the room, because you will bring the whole river into the room. You see, it will be a problem. You bring only a pot of water, he will say, please go and bring a pot of water. It's okay. Yeah, actually Ganges did it in one of the ashrams. You see, when she came, it is said, when she came from the heavens and she was following Bhagirath, who brought her. And then Bhagirath goes through an ashram and Ganges is following him because she said, I'm just trying to follow you. He goes through the ashram and she is the whole rapids. She goes through the ashram and the Rishi says, what is her problem? She is washing out my ashram. He just took it in his hand and she drank the whole river. The sages could do anything. And then Bhagirath says, oh my God, I brought her all the way from the heavens and this sage drank it up in one sip. Then he falls at the sage's feet and says, please, I have brought her all the way so that she will bring deliverance to my grandfathers, you see. That's where I have brought her. So then the sage releases the whole Ganges through his ears. Oh, yogis could do anything. Even now they can do it. Because these are elements. If you catch the element in its source, it's gone, you see. Okay, whatever it is. There is nothing in this universe except this Supreme Being is. Try to see it. When you see the river, when you see the fire, when you see the space, when you feel the wind, when you see the sky, don't say there is nothing. In that nothing is this Supreme Being present. It is present. That is how you will be able to capture the living presence of this God, you see. How you will make the God present is, he appears as these objects. Because if he comes as formless, you will be always complaining, where is God? You don't see anything. So he said, okay, she can never recognize me without a form. So I come with a form. And when he comes with a form, we say, how can this be God? And we deny his presence, you see. But he says, that is what I made your life for. I gave you also a form, and I'm going to present myself also as a form, so that both of us can have a good time. So he became your life, and he became the universe, you see. And this is what is very applicable. When you see things, try to look beyond them. Yes. What is appearing as the mountain? What is appearing as the river? What is appearing as fire? what is appearing as wind, what is appearing as the blank space, whatever is appearing as all this, that's God is. That is the Supreme. And that Supreme is not only in these elements, it is present in each one of us as a living being. All living beings are the reflections of the same Supreme Being. He says, think and try to see this. And he says, I salute that teacher, Dakshinamurti, the Shiva, who makes me realize this truth. Sarvatmatvamiti sputikritamidam yasmadamushminstave tenasya shravanat tadartamananad dhyanat cha sankirtanat sarvatmatvamahavibhuti sahitam syadishwaratvam swatha siddhyetat punarashtada parinatam chaishwaryam avyahatam. He says, why did you write all this 8 chants or 9 chants? He says, sarvatmatvamiti sputikritam yasmadamushminstave. No, in this 9 chants, what I have tried to do, try to make it very clear, is that this Supreme Being is not just Supreme, Sarvatmatvam. It is the essence of the entire creation. Yes. It is in everything. It is the being of everything. Yes. Whatever you see that is the Atma, that is itself, that is its nature. That itself has become all this. Just to make this clear, I have written all this, you see. You are trying to find God somewhere. He says, no, this is Sarvatmatvam. You won't find this God exclusively. This is the main thing, you know. We are all searching for a God who is different from all this. Isn't it? That has been our problem. We want to find a God who is not all this. And he says, this is self-destructive. This is sabotage. I am everything. And how do you try to look for me apart from all this? You see, Sarvatmatvam. You see, I am the all. You cannot take the all away from me. I will be dead. I am the all, you see. So if you want to see me in the all. Sarvatmatvam, you see. And there is this divine nature in everything, you see, in every being. Find the goodness in everything, you see. And that is what is God, you see, and it is present. Everything has something nice. There is nothing that's completely bad, you see. The entire cosmos is filled to the brim with this being, Sarvatmatvam, you see. Yeah, whether we like it or not is a different question. But he says, I am everywhere, you see. Tena, due to this reason, asya shravanat, listening to this chant, tadartamananat, thinking of the meaning of these chants, Dhyanacha, by meditating on that, or you cannot do all these things. Sankirtanat, take the drum and start singing. He says, do any one of these things, then what happens? You will realize this truth, that I am present as everything, you see. Then what happens? Sarvatmatva mahavibhuti sahitam syadishwaratvam svata. If you recognize my presence everywhere, now what will happen? What you ask me what gift I am going to give it to you? You will become a god or a goddess. Because gods and goddesses, they are not exclusive people. They become one with the universe, you see. So he says, Swataha, you yourself would become a god, or you yourself would become a goddess. If you do this, yes. If you start recognize me everywhere, because I am present everywhere. I am not coming there because you think. You know, sometimes you think, oh, if I think, the mountain becomes God. No, not because you think. It is already there, you know. God's presence is there. If you think, you connect with the essence. And that essence is the same in all of us. Yes. It is not big, it is not small. It is not good, it is not bad. It is not right or wrong. These differences are not there in that essence, you see, where this is the common pedestal for all of us. The stage is the same for all of us. There is no up or down. There is no east or west. There is no Hindu, Christian, Jew, Muslim, Buddhist, or atheist, non-atheist. These differences are not there in that case. It is the one unifying force or presence in this entire cosmos. That's the only place where our unified theory would work, is the Supreme Being. Sarvatmatvam. It is the essence of the entire cosmos, including you. Because normally when we say it's the cosmos, we think, oh, they are all the same. We never think we are all the same. You know, when I describe, these are all the same. We say, they are all the same. Not that they are all the same, we are also the same, you see. Because you are not apart from the cosmos. Because outsider who is standing on the beach, he will look at us. We all look like the universe for him, you see. And that fellow looks like the universe for us, you see. But we are all the universe standing in different places. But we are all essentially the same. This is what we have to get in our head. Is we are all essentially one being, you see. There are no two beings. It's the only one being that is acting and playing out as many, as manifold, just as a play. So don't think that we are Hungarians and Austrians and start hating soccer teams. You see, no, we are all just made this game. Play and be happy. Yeah. Siddhyetat punarashtada parinatam chaishwaryam avyahatam. He says, not only that, ultimately you may get all the yogic powers too. Yeah, yogis literally could do anything that God wants to do. Yeah, the rishis could do it. Yeah, unbelievable. It can all happen once you recognize that Supreme Being in yourself. And when you recognize the Supreme Being in yourself, what happens is that you won't become great, because you will see yourself in everybody, because they all look like just like you. So this is the hallmark of realization, because normally we think, suppose now I have read this or I have talked, I always think, I am a great talker. That means I did not get the God. Because when I get this me alone to be, I appreciate only this me alone, I have lost God. Because this God is as good as that stone. That stone is as alive as I am. They are all consciousness. They may look dull, it may be just a stone, it doesn't matter. We were also a stone, you see. We have gone through all this process. And at present we are in these skeletons which we call as humans. But you are not this skeleton. This is the clay pot with lots of holes. You are the light that is shining inside this pot. Yes. And that light is the light of God. Yes. It's the light of consciousness. So always try to identify with that light. And one more thing that people can do is, of course, actually Krishna says, whatever you do, give it to me. Because he says, actually what is happening is, this light, this is a being, this is the I am, you see. This I am is living through all of us, you see. That is living, not me as a separate person. And so he says to make it recognized, to remember it. Whatever you do, he says, give it to me. This gives a chance for you to think about that light, or else it is impossible to think. I have also not succeeded till now. But this is what they ask for, you see. If you can give all that you do for God, you see. Actually, I had one, I did not know directly, but through her daughter, there was one lady who she was not an educated person, is a villager. But every time she would be doing anything in her whole day, she would be telling in her own language, Ramachandra, Yalla Ninna Pada Seve. O Supreme Being, all this is your service. O Supreme, all this is your service. She will be sweeping the floor, she will be cooking, she will be gardening, she may be buying things, going to market, or going to a temple. All that she would, this was her mantra. O Supreme Being, this is all your service. This is all your service. She never knew any more, you see. And what is the big deal? The one great deal was when she was doing this worship. In that worship ceremony, she passed away. Yes. That was the, just like we say, the proof of the pudding is in its taste. What she did The benefit was that she, while worshipping the God, she just passed away. Yes. Because that's not given to everyone. Yes. That can happen. So this is possible, you see. As far as possible, try to remember if you do something, if you went for a walk, when you come back from a walk, it's all difficult to do, I know, because I haven't done it. But if you, when you come back from the walk, if you are blessed and if you can remember, tell the Supreme Being, even if you don't believe this was all for you, because it is for Him, you see, because it alone walked. You know, these things make you realize the God's presence in you, because the whole effort is to make you know this God lives here. Now, if you want to make that philosophy true, now you cooked. Just after the cooking, tell God, this is for you. Whoever eats, it is the same being, you see. Doesn't matter who ate. It could be a dog that came and ate it away. All of you have a pet dog, I know. It doesn't, if it likes our food, it will come and eat it away. We had a dog. You know, you put the dog food, very nice food, but unless you put the sambar, you know, the dal that we make, that spicy thing, even a spoon of it, if you don't put that spoon of that sambar, he would not touch your, that's dog food. Yes. I want people food. Okay, put a 1 spoon of sambar. And then he is very nice. It was a yellow lab. Say it, you know, it's for you, whatever it is, whatever you did. You went to a market and came back. It is only for your dress you went there. You did not want to buy the dress and give it away to the temple. But when you came home, tell God this is for you. Yes, when you buy the next dress. Don't forget it. It is for God. You see. Whatever you do, you know, it looks like a joke. That's the only way you can incorporate God into your life, in our being. No, we don't want to do all this, and we say we want to realize God, and we want to make the mountain disappear. The mountain disappearing is recognizing God in the mountain. Yes, people, they think we are going to blast it. No, you recognize that Supreme Being. That disappears the mountain. Yes, God, that becomes the golden light. You get it? This is the idea of making the mountain disappear. You start seeing the Supreme Being, you see. And to make that, whatever you do in daily life, oh Supreme, all this is for you. All this is for you. And I know it is very difficult. So there is one thing that my teacher has said. Many of you might have heard it, and you are going to hear it again. Because this can be done even if you don't remember to give the God your dress. We will forget. I have worn many shirts without giving it to God. But what we want to do is, no, if I was smart, before I wore my shirt, new shirt, I should tell, oh God, this is for you, and I should wear it. But we forget. But one thing my teacher said, he said, I have told you the truth what you should do, and I know you won't do. It's very difficult. It looks simple. These are all not Herculean tasks. No, they are very simple. But this one you can do, and I want you to do it without giving an excuse. Yes. Because when I asked my teacher what I should do, he said, you have heard a lot and you are very brilliant, but this you do. What? This. Now remember this sentence, even if you have heard before. The first bite of anything you eat, don't add your extra clauses, this and that. The instruction is this: the first bite of anything you eat, no matter where, suppose you are eating something on the street, you will say, no, this, anything, it doesn't matter when and where. The first bite of anything you eat and the first sip of anything you drink should not go down your throat without taking the name of God, whatever it may be. You can call him the Supreme or you can call him the lowly one. It doesn't matter. But the first bite has to go with the name of God. Just a name. And the first sip of anything you drink, including water. Because normally we think we will give everything, only champagne, not water. No, we have to give him even water. No, you go to a drinking fountain and we press the button and drink. No, that should go down with the name of God. And then God would become present in you see. Yeah. We know generally the way to the heart of any person is through the stomach, not through somewhere else. The way to the heart of anybody is through the stomach. You feed them nicely, they will fall in love with you. You see? So, and God must be just like us, you see. He must also be the same person. Because we are all made in God's image. So he must be as foolish as we are. So you feed him, he will love you. Yeah, he will love. Feed him. But try to do this one. Don't find an excuse. Because you eat all day. You drink all day. And yeah, we do it all the time. So, and taking a name doesn't take extra time. And when you eat and drink, you are feeding only yourself. You are not doing any charity. So if you think, oh my God, I did not cook this for this guy's sake. I cooked this to eat. This guy appeared suddenly. I have to give him. But this one, you are feeding yourself. You are not losing anything. Yeah, you won't become a pauper. You won't lose any money. And you don't lose any time. Jai Durga. To say one word, one name, doesn't take time. So you don't lose time. You don't lose money, your stomach will still be full and you will be happy. But don't forget it. Try to do it. And God be with you and you will be well. Sarvesham swasti bhavatu, sarvesham shantir bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet, Asato Ma Sadgamaya, Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamada Purnamidam पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ परब्रह्म परमात्मने नमो नमः यथाशक्तिवेदपारायणं समर्पयामि ॐ तत्सद्ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु हरिः ॐ तत्सत्।